And welcome to another edition of the Hometown Football League, the HTFL. I'm Big Paulie coming to you. Today we go to hot Atlanta, Georgia. Game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Odds makers have this a dead even pick. We're inside at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Constant 68 degrees with the air-conditioned arena. I'll be playing as Atlanta. Philadelphia will be the road team. Atlanta wins the toss and will receive the start the first half. Donovan McNabb at quarterback for the Eagles. Matty Ice, Matt Ryan, quarterback for Atlanta. Andy Reid on the sidelines for Philadelphia. Dan Reeves for Atlanta. Atlanta wearing their 90s style uniforms of black squares and white numbering and lettering. Philadelphia in their road whites with green and numbering and lettering. Tim Dwight back for the kickoff, and he's going to return it even though it's a yard deep. And it'll be a nice return for Tim Dwight out to the 32. Will set the defense for Philadelphia and the offense with Atlanta. Atlanta going first. Andrews and Pegram will be your running backs. Jones and White, your wideouts. Mitchell at tight end, Jim Mitchell. Ryan at quarterback. Ken, Freilich, Van Note, Thielman, and Coons will be your offensive linemen. For the Philadelphia defense, White and Douglas, your defensive ends. Wistert and Brown, your defensive tackles. Bednarik, Berge, Bond, your linebackers. Allen and Vincent at corner. Dawkins and Norton at safety. We'll go to Andrews on a dive just to get this game started on 1st and 10. And Andrews with a running lane all the way out to the 46 of Philadelphia, a pickup of 22. Bednarik on the tackle. He plays linebacker, but he could also be called upon to play center. I can get him profiled there. In a pinch. He was one of the last two-way players in the NFL. So after that nice gain by William Andrews, we'll go pitch right to Pegram. Thinking of the guy who does the White House, the congressional correspondent for Fox News, Chad Pegram. A gain of 9 for Pegram, and it's going to be a 2nd and 1. And with that, we're going to go for the gusto here. Long pass to Julio Jones. Off play action. Will Philadelphia pick it up? A fumble. Dawkins on the sack. He forces the fumble. Fieldman picks it up for Atlanta. And they're right back to square one, but now they have 3rd down and 9 to go. Andre Rison will come in as the 3rd wideout. We'll go to him on the medium out. And that's caught by Rison. Brown knocked them out after a gain of 12. 1st and 10, ball at the 33. A dive to William Andrews in the 3 wideout set. See if that opens up a hole for him. Not really, as Wistert makes the stop at the 31, a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Mitchell, medium hitch. That's caught, and that's a 1st down, a gain of 18. So move that ball to the Eagle 13-yard line. We'll go Jones, medium slant, and hope to get the touchdown right here. Instead, it's an underneath pass to Andrews, and he gains 6 more. William Andrews out of Auburn. Now, a 2nd and 4, as I was saying. At the 7, we'll go Pegram, dive play. He goes straight ahead, picks up 2. Vaughn on the tackle. It'll be a 3rd and 2 from the 5. They'll go double tight end, and they'll put a man in motion here. Short pass, looking for the score with Jones. Julio Jones. And instead of sack, Wistert with a 4-yard loss. So on the 10th play of this drive, they'll bring Matt Bryant, the former Buccaneer kicker, in. and he will try one from 26, and he's got it. And the Falcons lead their fellow birds of prey, the Eagles, 3-0. Brown back deep for the Eagles, and we will set their offense and Atlanta's defense for you after the termination of this play. And Brown gains 25. He goes from the 8 to the 33. McCoy and Kish will be your running backs in the base formation for the Eagles. Jackson and McDonald will be your wideouts. Retzlaff at tight end. McNabb at quarter. Brown, Mathis, Kelsey, Andrews, Wistert are your offensive linemen. Humphrey and Kearney are the defensive ends for Atlanta. Hall and Jarrett at defensive tackle. Brooking and Tuggle and Richardson, your linebackers. Deion Sanders and Grimes will be your corners. Brown and Case will be your safeties. 1st and 10, ball at the 33. Now that you've met everybody, let's see what the play is. It's going to be McNabb going deep. That's a long pass for Jackson, and he's got it for a gain of 28. Deion made the tackle on that play, so old Primetime gets his number called. 1st and 10 at the Falcon 39. Eagles quickly into Falcon territory. A loss of 7 as they go right back to Jackson on an end around, and Hall got to him. Loss of 7. Mike Quick will enter the game as a third wide receiver, he wearing number 82 up on top of your screen. 2nd and 17, ball at the 46. A screen pass, and that's going to be a big gainer. How about 39 yards as McNabb throws it to McCoy, LaShawn McCoy out of Pittsburgh, and that gets the ball to the 7 for a 1st and goal. McNabb looks for Retzlaff and cannot find him. An incomplete pass. Brown provided a tip on the play. 2nd and goal at the 7. Back to McCoy. McCoy loses yards. How about 4 yards? Kearney makes the tackle for Atlanta to set up 3rd and goal from the 11. And a fumble. Wistert picks it up. Wistert, we'll spotlight him. And your eyes are not deceiving you. He plays tackle and defensive tackle on this all-time Philadelphia squad. 4th and goal from the 14. Here's the 31-yard field goal try. And it's going to be wide left by Akers. Wide left, so Atlanta, as the sportscasters are adept at saying, dodged a bullet there. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 21 for the Falcons. They're going to go trap right. William Andrews out of Auburn. And he picks up 5. Allen on the tackle. Setting up 2nd and 5 from the 26. We'll go back to Big Jim Mitchell on a medium hitch. That's going to be caught. But instead they went to Andre Rison, and he picked up 14. Norton will be out of the game, probable. His return is probable after picking up a stinger. Let's see if I can see real fast. Bradley, I believe, is in for him at safety for the Eagles. 1st and 10, ball at the 40. We will go Jones on a short slant. Try to turn that short slant into something big. And it turns into something big for the Eagles. A touchdown. Troy Vincent goes all the way from 40 yards. About 40 yards. Let's get the distance on that. 49 yards. And that's the first touchdown of the game. Point after try here by Akers will be good. And it's 7-3. So the Eagles, who missed a chip shot of a field goal on their last offensive possession, score on Atlanta's next offensive possession, and now Atlanta in the hole. Dwight back deep for the Falcons. And that's all the way out to the 27, but it will come back. Tuggle called for holding, and that moves Atlanta back to their own 12. We'll go Andrews on a dive play. try to get some confidence back in the offense, and that's another very big gain for Andrews. He's got 4 carries for 46 yards. We'll run it right to with Matt Ryan on 1st and 10. Try to catch him off guard. And no gain there. Hugh Douglas came up and made the tackle. Going to be 2nd down and 10. We'll go Jones, medium slant. Go right back to something close to the play. Caused the interception. This time Jones catches it for 21 yards. Julio Jones had a big game against the Colts. 5 catches for 139. And it's 1st and 10 at midfield. We'll go double tight end. Try to keep it on the inside where Philadelphia is a little weak in the defensive tackle department. A trap right with William Andrews. Gain of 3.
Offsides, defense, number 53, 5-yard penalty.
Which is going to come back, and they'll take the penalty, so it'll be 1st and 5. How about a long pass to Crumpler? Incomplete. Peagram's going to be, looked like he was hurt, but he's going to stay in. For a 2nd and 5, we'll go right back to Andrews, considering this is the last play of the first quarter. Trap right. And Andrews gets the first. He had 157 yards last week against the Colts, rushing the ball. And now to do it for the first quarter, it's Philly 7, Atlanta 3. And we're back for the second quarter. If you're watching this on the day I released the video, which is July 12, 2020, this is the only video I will be putting up today. Give everybody a little rest this Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, wherever you are. That's when I'm recording it, is July 12th of 2020. Off tackle right, William Andrews, 1st and 10. And Andrews continues his big day, another gain of 14. If you're superstitious, you probably don't want to hear this. He has 6 carries for 66 yards at the moment. We're going to go long fly to Julio Jones on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. Ryan tried to dump it off to Andrews. Bradley tipped it for the Eagles. And Andrews was always a good pass-catching running back, so we'll try to use him to that advantage here on 2nd down, and that's incomplete. Bednarik was all over him like a cheap suit, and Andrews wanted the flag and got none. We'll go medium fly to Risen on 3rd down. Incomplete. Bradley tipped that up. And now Bryant will come on, Matt Bryant, to try a 42-yard field goal to cut it to 7-6. But not this time, as the kick goes wide right and no good. So with 13:43 left in the half, the Eagles, with a 7-3 lead, they have a 1st and 10. And a sack for Richardson. Donovan McNabb. And a loss of 7. To make it 2nd and 17, ball the 25 of the Eagles. McNabb back again, throws to Retzlaff, and it's completed for an 8-yard gain. Brown on the tackle. 3rd and 9 at the 33. Trufant in for Atlanta as the 5th defensive back, and there's 3 wide receivers set for the Eagles. Incomplete pass, looking for Jackson. And the Eagles will have to punt on 4th down, barring a turnover or any trickery here. Good punt of 49 yards, fair caught by Dwight. And Atlanta now has it with 12:12 left in the second quarter, and they trail 7-3. We'll go Mitchell on a short out. Try to mess with the tendencies a little bit. That was caught by Pegram, though. And Maxie Bond knocked him out of bounds into a Gatorade stand for a gain of 5 yards. 1st and 10, ball to 23. We'll go sweep to the right with William Andrews. Eagles seem to have were playing in and looking for the run, but they still get 7 yards before Chuck Bednarik gets to them. It's now going to be 1st and 10 from the 30. We'll go play action long pass to Roddy White. We haven't called yet today. That's incomplete. Allen on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Screen to Andrews. Try to knock the yardage down a little bit. That's dropped. Andrews, usually a very reliable receiver for Atlanta. And it's 3rd and 10. We'll go to Jim Mitchell on the medium hitch. Pass completed to Jones, but only for 5 yards. They needed 10. So Atlanta will punt this away. Here's Matt Bosher. A return of 4 yards for Pritchard after a punt of 43. So, as Pat Summerall used to say, a net of 39 yards. 1st and 10. Atlanta trailing 7-3. 9:38 now left in the half. And that's a 2-yard run for McCoy. Grimes on the stop. 2nd and 8 at the 28. Throw and an incompletion to Retzlaff. That dropped right off of his fingertips. 3rd and 8 now. A throw. Incomplete. Looking for Retzlaff again, and Brown provided good coverage. So the Eagles will punt it away. Dwight with the fair catch. Atlanta with 153 total yards so far. Philadelphia has been held to just 56, but they lead 7-3 on the defensive touchdown. We'll trap it right. William Andrews. And he's stuffed at the line. Actually, he loses 2 as Brown comes up and makes the tackle. That's Jerome Brown out of the University of Miami. 3rd and, no, not 3rd down yet. Maybe a sense of foreboding there on my part. 2nd and 12. Medium slant, Jim Mitchell. Atlanta was in Eagles were in a dime, but they still beat the coverage anyway. A gain of 18 for Jim Mitchell. And we'll look at him real fast. Out of Prairie View A&M, out of Texas. And it's going to be a 1st and 10. Ball at the 47 of Atlanta. So they're 53 yards away from the score. Andrews stuffed at the line. No gain. 9 carries, 71 yards. That's the month and year I was born, 971. 2nd and 10. 4 wide in the game. They bring Mathis in, Terrace Mathis, and we'll go to him. Medium fly. Give him a little test here. That's caught, and it's a first. Went to Mathis. Bradley on the snap. And let's see here. We're going to stretch it with Pegram on 1st down. Bring those linemen over. And it's a gain of 3. Allen on the tackle. We're going to run it right. It's going to be a counter play with Andrews. Again, the linemen on the left side come over to the right to provide extra blocking, but the play gets stopped in its tracks for no gain. 3rd and 7. Risen, short out. Completed to Risen for 1st down and a gain of 9. 8th play of the drive coming up for Atlanta with 4:35 left in the half. Back to Andrews on off-tackle right play. That's a gain of 4. Andre Rison, medium fly. That's caught. And a gain of 15. But we have a marker down.
Defense. Number 92, 5-yard penalty.
Reggie White called for encroachment. That'll be declined, and it'll be 1st and goal to go for Atlanta at the Eagles 7. Sweep right, William Andrews. Marker down.
Offsides, defense. Number 99.
They pick up Jerome Brown on the offsides on the defense. Move the ball half the distance. Andrews is going to come out, And they will bring in. Who are they going to bring in here? They're going to bring in Gerald Riggs, another legendary player on Atlanta from the 80s, to spell Andrews here. And that's going to be a trap right to him. One carry, one score. Touchdown, Atlanta. How often have we seen that in HTFL play so far this season where a guy comes off the bench, he gets the ball one time and he scores? Point after try by Bryant is good, and the Falcons take a 10-7 lead with 3 minutes exactly left in the half. Brown back deep for the Eagles. And this is returned
Illegal
quite
block.
nicely, but a
Receiving
block
team.
that was illegal. Hugh Douglas back Philadelphia all the way back to their own 7. First and 10 from there. To McCoy. McCoy twists, spins, and moves for 12 yards. That gives him on the day, well, we'll have to catch it next time here. First and 10 at the 19. He's got 3 carries for 10 yards, McCoy does. And a gain of 4 to Kish. That was his first carry of the game. Second and 6. Long throw, caught. Retzlaff.
Unnecessary roughness.
And it's going to be 15
Defense.
more to tack
Number
on to it.
34, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
They get Brown for unnecessary roughness. And that moves the ball into Atlanta territory just that quick. First and 10 at the 47. McNabb to McCoy, and McCoy gets another first down. And we should be at the 2-minute warning here. No, not yet. Another throw, another completion, and a touchdown. McNabb to Retzlaff from 37 yards out. Here's your point after try, and it's going to be 14 to 10. And now we reach the 2-minute warning with a $1:57 on the clock. Dwight back deep for Atlanta. Instead, it's going to be taken by one of these up men, and that was Butler. Takes it to the 25. Eagles with 1 timeout left in the half. The Falcons with 3. Medium fly to Rison on first and 10. See if they can get something going through the air here. And that's an incomplete pass. We'll go Jones on a medium out. Ryan instead runs and picks up 12. First down. Moves the ball to the 37. And Atlanta will bang a timeout. They're first. They have 2 left. How about Mitchell over the middle on a medium hitch? Instead, they throw to Jones. He gains 9. Atlanta will hurry to the line. Can't take Riggs out of the game until the next stoppage of play. I realized I left them in there. Medium fly to Julio Jones. And Jones picks up 25 yards. And now Atlanta will burn their second timeout with 59 seconds to go. Now they could bring, let's see here, William Andrews back in the game. He would be a natural for this kind of situation. Screen to Andrews on first and 10. Incomplete. Norton broke that up. We'll go Andrews on a draw. And Andrews beats the draw and gains 11. That's a first down. Clock running. They want to save that last time out, so they will go medium slant to Jim Mitchell here on first and 10 from the 18. That's 8 more yards gained. Ryan will... you can't really spike it here, though. That's the thing. If he spikes it, they might run out of time. Well, they'll be down to like about 10 seconds. Yeah, we're going to have to call a timeout here and just get the last play in. We'll run it down to 5 seconds. Kick the field goal and make it 14-13. if Bryant hits it. But it's a bad snap instead and a loss of 3. Oh, doctor. Atlanta outsmarting themselves there. Uh, but they either had to use the timeout with 19 seconds to go and hope that the subsequent play does not gets out of bounds or stops the clock, or they had to burn the timeout and try one last play. They opted for the latter, and it backfires. So we go to the half. Philadelphia 14, Atlanta 10. And we're ready to start the second half of play. You know the score, since I just mentioned it on this video. 280 yards of total offense for Atlanta to Philadelphia's 134, but yet they are short on the scoreboard at 14-10. Matt Ryan, 14 for 23, 180 yards, one pick. Atlanta as a team, 19 carries, 112 yards, a 5.9 average, and one touchdown. Andrews with 86 of those yards. Let's see here. McNabb, 7 for 11, 141 yards. And they've only rushed it 4 times for 3 yards. So this is a game Atlanta should be dominating. They have had 42 offensive plays to Philadelphia's 15. But the Eagles hold that 14-10 lead. Brown back for the Eagles. Touchback. Kicked into the end zone and not returned. And here's McNabb, first and 10 at the 20. A loss of a yard. McCoy with the handoff, and Scott Case came up and knocked him down. Second and 11 at the 19. They go to McCoy again, and about the same results. No gain. Tuckle decks him. Third and 11 at the 19 now. A throw. Short of the first down is Retzlaff. He gained 10. He needed 11. And it's going to be fourth and a yard. Ball to 29. There's the punt. There's your return, and it's going to be a nice return for Tim Dwight. 24 yards. The punt was 45. It had good hang time, but Tim Dwight made it happen on the return. First and 10 Atlanta. 12:56 to go. Ball right on the midfield stripe. Sweep to the right for Andrews. 14 yards shy of 100. Well, now he's over 100 with a gain of 23, giving him 109 on the day. And it's now first and 10 Atlanta at the Eagle 27. Medium passing play to Crumpler. And Crumpler just misses it. Crumb. And it's going to be second and 10. Screen to Andrews. He'll be close to the first down, short by a few inches, to the dismay of the crowd. They'll go triple tight end, put everything behind Andrews here on third and inches. See if they can get it. And they do get it. 1 yard gain. Back to the base formation for first down. 11:06 to go. Pitch right, William Andrews. He's been good all day, so why not stay with him? Maxie Bond came up and made the tackle after a gain of 6. Second and 4. 3 wides in the game. We'll go right back to Andrews, off tackle right. A first down, and a pickup of 4 yards. And we'll go double tight end and bring Jamal Anderson in for a spell. Trapper left with him. Atlanta bunching up their defense. A gain of 1
offense.
and holding.
Number
Oh,
79,
goodness. Bill Fralick
10-yard penalty.
commits holding, and it's going to be first and goal from the 16. We'll go right back to Anderson. Trap left. See if he can get loose. Anderson was on that 98-99 Falcon team that went to the Super Bowl. He picks up 13 yards there. It's second and goal from the 3. We'll go right back to him on a dive. Lurches ahead, but no gain. Third and goal. We'll go full house, and we'll go to Riggs. Trap right. He's in there. Riggs with his second touchdown on 2 carries. And it's 16-14. Here's the point after try by Bryant. Good. And it's 17-14, 7:20 left in the third. Brown back deep for the Eagles. Another touchback. So as you see there, Riggs he's had 2 carries for 6 yards. Each was a 3-yard run for a touchdown. Interesting little statistical oddity there. 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's McNabb. And he's got Jackson for a 19-yard gain. Both receivers for the Eagles in the base formation were 29, McDonald and Jackson. So you really have to wait for the play to be interpreted to see who caught the ball. 1st and 10 at the 39. The give is to McCoy. McCoy straight ahead for a 1st down and more, 14 yards. And very quickly, the Eagles in Falcon territory at the 47 for another 1st down. They go to McCoy. McCoy again, a gain of 7. And Kelsey, one of the linemen, will be out for a few plays. So Bednarik is going to come in at center. We told you that Bednarik was a two-way player, the last two-way player in the NFL, I believe. And it's going to be 2nd and 3 at the 40. Screen to McCoy. McCoy very close to scoring. A gain of 38. Tuggle brought him down at the 2 and saved the touchdown, at least for the moment. And the Eagles, looking for the lead here, have a 1st and goal at the 2. McCoy stuffed behind the line. Brooking makes the stop at the 5. McCoy has 3 catches for 87 yards to go with his 8 runs for 27. But this is only the 24th play of the game for the Eagles, and Atlanta has already run 51. 2nd and goal from the 5. McCoy, touchdown. That gives the Eagles the lead once again. Here's the point after try, and that's good. Akers puts it through, and it's 21-17 with 3:54 left in quarter number 3. Dwight back deep for Atlanta. He will take it from about the goal line. Only gets it out to the 19. Tom Brookshire. We were talking about Pat Summerall earlier in the game. He made the tackle for the Eagles, and of course Brookshire did a couple of Super Bowls. Actually, he did 3 with Summerall for CBS, Super Bowls 10, 12, and 14. 1st and 10 for Atlanta at the 19. We'll go off tackle right, William Andrews. Gain of 4. And we'll go to Andre Rison on a medium hitch on 2nd and 6. That's caught. A gain of 9. Atlanta not having any trouble moving the ball. They're having problems scoring. Trap right, William Andrews. And that's another modest gain of 3 yards. He's at 127 on the day, the standout out of Auburn. Pegram on a screen. 2nd down. He's got a 1st down, though. Pickup of 11. That's his 2nd catch of the game. 16 yards. Norton on the tackle. We'll go trap left, William Andrews, just to confuse the Eagles a little bit. A gain of 6. He's at 133 yards now. Berge on the tackle. Pegram, dive play. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score, the Eagles 21, the Falcons 17. Starting the 4th quarter, a little note of trivia here. The first ever wild card playoff game was between these two teams, which the Falcons won. I believe the final on that was 14-13. I know that. Remember, the Eagles needed a field goal at the very end to win. They missed it, and the fans at Fulton County Stadium, where Atlanta played at the time, swarmed the field, and they had to get them off and finish the game. Sweep to the right on 2nd and 4 for Andrews. Looked like Philadelphia was playing tight defensively, looking for the run, Andrews still gains 2, and it's going to be 3rd and 2. They got 8 in the box now, so this should be a good time to throw a play action pass. We'll go to Julio Jones, and it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 2 at the 46. Very early in the fourth quarter. Bosher will punt to the sideline, or will attempt to anyway, and Pritchard catches it at the 12 and loses 2 yards. So hopefully the Eagles, being pinned in a hole they don't get out of, 1st and 10 at their own 10, 14:07 left in the game, unless we go overtime. McNabb to McDonald, complete for 11 yards. 1st and 10 now at the 21. That is to Retzlaff. He gains 10 more. Kish was injured, but he will stay in the game.
Upon further review, the runner reached the first down marker. First down. No timeout will be charged.
So they ruled out a first down in HTFL play. All scores and turnovers are looked at in the booth of replay booth. But that would leave each team one challenge per game, which they could use on spot of the ball, or did a player fumble, did a player intercept, things like that. 1st and 10, ball at the 31. This goes to Kish, no gain, probably favoring that foot that he just injured. McNabb, 12 for 16, 229 yards. He's had a pretty good game when he has been putting the ball in the air. 2nd and 10, ball at the 31. To McCoy. McCoy gains 6. Tuggle on the tackle. 3rd and 4. Atlanta needs a stop here at the 37. Incomplete, looking for Retzlaff. So the Eagles will punt unless they have a fake up their sleeves here, and they do not. To Dwight. Dwight does not touch it. He actually lets it roll dead at the 26, a punt of just 37 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Atlanta at the 26. So the decision to punt plays off somewhat. Trap to William Andrews on 1st and 10. He's already had a big day, and he picks up 2 more yards to go to a $137 on the day. We'll go Mitchell, medium hitch on 2nd and 8. There's the throw, but incomplete. Dawkins deflected it. Matty Ice, 17 for 29 for 210. And he has had 1 interception, no touchdowns. Medium out to Roddy White on 3rd down. That's caught. And a gain of 17. And it'll be 1st and 10. We'll go trap right, William Andrews. In the 3 wide receiver set, that should open up the running lanes. It does. He gains 5. We're going to bootleg it with Matt Ryan on 2nd and 5, just to give the Eagles something to think about. And Atlanta probably should have thought about that play more because it loses 4 yards. Medium hitch, Roddy White, 3rd and 9. That's caught again, Roddy White making a couple of key catches on this drive. He has 2 catches for 35 yards, so those are the only 2 catches he's had today. A slant to Julio Jones on 1st and 10, not there. In the words of Richard Dawson on Family Feud, incomplete. Screen to William Andrews. Incomplete. Sensing a trend here. They'll go 4 wide, and they will bring Roddy White in on a fly. Instead, they throw underneath to Anderson. He gains 7, Jamal Anderson. And with 7:40 left, Atlanta will kick a field goal and cut it to a point. Here's Bryant. And it's good. 21-20. Thinking there was, should Philadelphia score a touchdown on the next series, Atlanta could still tie the game up with a touchdown and a 2. So Brown is back deep. Booming kick. Well, not that booming. He caught it at about the 5. Actually the 7, and that's returned to the 37 after a gain of 30. So it's 21-20 Eagles, 7 minutes exactly left in regulation. Here's McNabb, 1st and 10. McCoy's had a pretty good day so far. He picks up 19 more yards to go to 57 on the day. And it's 1st and 10 at the 44. Back to McCoy for 1 yard. They've had 31 plays in the game to Atlanta's 67, but Atlanta is still trailing a point. 2nd and 9 at the 43. McCoy with 5 more yards. Receiving to get him to 92 on the day. McNabb now 13 for 18, 234 yards and a touchdown. Here's the 3rd down play, and they'll need a 4th down here. As McCoy was injured on that run for no gain. Atlanta's going to watch for a fake, 4th and 4 at the 38. They go for the sidelines, and they get it at the 4. So 3:56 to go for Atlanta. Could be their last gasp. They'll have to play it safe in their own end. Trap right, William Andrews, 1st and 10, 96 yards away from the Eagle goal line. And Andrews picks up 2. They'll hurry back to the line for Pegram. Off tackle right. And that's a nice gain for Pegram. He gains 18 yards. And Allen makes the stop. Eric Allen at the 24. 1st and 10 at the 24 there now. We're going to go Jones medium hitch as Atlanta continues to play a hurry up. That's a gain of 15. They'll stay in the hurry up. Andrews, trap right. No gain. Mitchell was hurt on the play. It looks like he pulled a hammy. His return is probable, so bring Algie Crumpler in as the primary tight end. 2nd and 10 at the 39. We'll go Roddy White, medium hitch. That's there, and a gain of 1st down. Yardage, 11 yards, 2:21 left. They'll try to get another play off before the 2-minute warning, and it will be a sweep to the right with Andrews. And Andrews turned the corner he can, and he gains 5. And Allen on the tackle, his 10th of the day. And with $1:56 left in the 4th quarter, it's 21-20 Eagles. 2nd down and 5. Atlanta in no hurry here. I would think all they need is a field goal for the lead. They're going to go screen to Andrews. You need about 20 yards, I would think. Maybe a little less. Incomplete. Now they got to throw it down the field a little bit here, I would think. Julio Jones, short hitch. And it's caught by Jones. He gains 7 yards. And now there is no hurry. Well, I wouldn't say no hurry, but they could go at a relaxed pace here, can Atlanta. Each team with 3 timeouts left, by the way. 41% odds of making the field goal from here. Trap right, William Andrews on 1st and 10. And he doesn't lose anything, but he doesn't gain anything either. Now they go back to the hurry up. Medium out, Roddy White on 2nd and 10. Instead, it's dumped off to Andrews. He gains 7, and the clock stops with 46 seconds to go. Field goal odds now 54%. They'll go to Jones on a short hitch. Incomplete. So a risky situation here for Atlanta. They will try a field goal from 48. If they get it, they have the lead. If they do not get it, they still have all 3 timeouts left for a last gasp. Bryant, who I once saw beat the Eagles as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer with a 61 or 62 yard field goal back in the 2000s. He'll try from 48 to give Atlanta the lead. No good. No good. So the Eagles are whooping it up on their sidelines. They have a 1-point lead. They have 40 seconds to go. All they got to do really is get a first down, and this one will be over. Here's the first down play. It's to McCoy. McCoy picks up 6. Atlanta's going to bang out their first timeout. They have 2 left. 30 seconds to go. Here's the second down play. A first down, and it's over. And it's over. Gain of 12. Atlanta will call a timeout. 19 seconds to go. It won't matter from this point on. McCoy with another carry. A fumble! Recovered by Jackson. And that's why you keep playing. This happened to Philadelphia against Buffalo earlier in the season. They were in a tie score situation and they fumbled. Buffalo got it and they kicked a field goal immediately and won the game. The Eagles had a 34-20 lead with under 5 minutes to go in. 2nd and 7. So there was flashbacks to that. And McNabb will take the knee and get out of here. Philadelphia wins by 1 point, 21-20. Andrews had 149 yards rushing, but it will all go for naught. See there, 485 yards for 485 yards for Atlanta, 295 for Pittsburgh. They had the ball for 40 minutes and 40 seconds. They ran 62 plays to 27 for Philadelphia, 37 for Philadelphia, and somehow Philadelphia gets the win by 1 point. You see it there. It was pretty even. Ryan kicking the field goal with 7 minutes and 4 seconds to go, and he missed the field goal in the final minute, and that gave the Eagles the win. They go to 2-2 on the year. They will be a game and a half behind New York as it stands now. They hold the tiebreaker over New England. They beat New England in week 3. Atlanta falls to 2-2. They will be a game behind Carolina, and Carolina owns that tiebreaker. Tennessee and Indianapolis yet to play this week. Our next game, and you see it there, the game ball goes to Andrews for Atlanta with that 149-yard rushing effort. San Diego travels to Jacksonville. Take on the Jags. San Diego pulling off that nice win over Los Angeles last week. Then we have Seattle and St. Louis, and Cincinnati travels to Minnesota. Again, your final, Philadelphia 21, Atlanta 20. And this has been Big Paulie coming to you. Hope you enjoyed today's game wherever you are and whenever you see this. Hope you all stay safe, and we'll catch you again real soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.